Hello, good people. Jennifer here, and welcome to episode 4 of How to Turn Procrastination into Action and Self-Sabotage into Kindness. Congratulations on getting all the way through to episode 4. That's a great sign from you to you that you are investing the time and effort into thinking about how you can make the life that you want for yourself. And if you haven't already seen episodes 1 to 3, I encourage you to go and watch those episodes and then come back and watch episode 4. And you can find them for free on my website, jenniferemmett.com.au. Now, the information I'm presenting here comes from my book, Beyond Possible, The Simple Formula for Living the Life You Desire. Plus, I've also jam-packed a lot of other useful information in here for you. Now, at the end of episode 3, we asked the question, how can I change my program to get more of what I want in life? And this is where I'm going to start giving you, I said I'll give you some tips, and here they come thick and fast. So make the decision to invest in yourself. I think you probably would have worked that out already from the other discussions I've had, but make that, a commitment to yourself. Write it down. In this case, our friend Lorna said I commit to invest in time and energy to create the life I want for myself. I'll be kind and considerate to myself and others. And that's really equally important, to be kind to yourself and to others. And I talk about the reasons behind that in my book. I take responsibility for making this happen. And I've got your back. So, it's about being your own best friend that is there to look out for you. Another thing that you can do is create your personal vision. So that's about investing some of your mental energy to understand your dreams. What are the things that inspire me? What are the things that really motivate me and match, the core of who I am that would, get me really excited about getting up in the morning. So understand that and describe the person that you want to be. And you can actually write a vision statement for yourself. We know successful businesses do that, but you can do it for yourself as well. And I share tips in the book on how to write a vision statement, and you can research how to do it as well. But you sure do make sure that your vision statement is good for yourself and good for others. That's really important. Manage your resistance to change. So we talked about resistance to change, that it's a normal, natural human behavior, and there's good reasons why we have it. It helps keep our life on track. But sometimes that very strong resistance to change stops us from having the things that we want in our life. So we need to start to notice when it happens. And I taught you how to do that with that wait process. Have the wisdom to accept responsibility for it without judgment. So be kind to yourself and persist with the change when you want to make your life the way that you want it. And you can use tools to assist you with managing your resistance to change. So one of the tools you can use is what we call preferred reality. So you can take the time to describe your current reality. So you might go, my health is like this, I would prefer it to be like this. My relationships are like this, I would prefer it to be like this. My finances are like this, I'd prefer it to be like that. My career was like this, I'd prefer it to be like that. You just describe, this is what it is, and this is what I prefer it to be. Once you understand your preferences and where you're coming from, you can start setting your goals with your macro steps. So you can set, good quality goals that do challenge you, but that are realistic for you and achievable for you. And then you really break it down into those micro steps, and you can start working towards your goals. We know that your resistance to change will kick in at some point when you're working towards your goals. So you want to start changing some of your thinking processes. And we call them, we basically start to rewrite some of our scripts. We know that we run all these scripts constantly every day. So we can start to observe our own thinking, and we can start to actually replace our thoughts that are not good for us. So if we know that we're running thought loops that are not going to get what we want in life, we can actually, once we understand our vision and our preferred reality and our goals, we can actually write scripts for ourselves. We can be the author of our own life. and we can write these scripts for ourselves. And when we're noticing what we're thinking, we can actually just insert some of these scripts into our life. We can go, yeah, I don't want to be thinking about that. I'm going to, I've already got this script. I'm going to start playing that as one of my thought loops and pushing out some of those old thought loops. And also we can start to learn more about how our mind works and how we can manage ourselves through this resistance to change. Okay, so look, I absolutely love to learn about and share this information. And when someone comes to me and says, hey, Jen, my life is better because of some information that you shared with me, oh, that's just, all my little neurotransmitters go off and do their happy dance, and my reward signals start, buzzing out everywhere. It matches the very core of me. It gives me a sense of purpose in life, and it's why I've spent so many years learning about, invested lots of time and energy in the form of my mental energy, my physical energy, and my financial energy in learning about this, and then learning how to share it with you, because it matches the core of me, so I can easily invest that myself in it. And that's what I want for you. I want you to find that thing that gives you that pure sense of purpose that will drive you forward to feel, that fulfillment, and keep doing it even when things get hard. You'll wake up in the morning excited about it because it's the thing that gets to the very core of you. I want you to find that. And so I'm just going to give you a brief reminder of everything that we've talked about so far. So we asked the question, what would make my life good? And we answered that, hopefully gave you a little bit of an idea how you might start to answer that question. I explained the pattern of abandoned dreams, that we're unhappy, we dream about it being different, we decide we're going to do something, we get excited, we start taking actions, but then we avoid doing the actions, we make excuses, and we blame, and we give up on our dream. I gave you 4 reasons why we abandon our dreams. So that was limited self-investment, false goals, no plan, self-limiting mindset. I explained how you can set a really good quality goal for yourself with, the clearly defining the goal, outlining the macro steps, and then breaking it right down into the micro steps. I gave you the brain-computer analogy. I talked about the fact that our output is our thoughts, feelings, words, actions, and energy, and that this output has such a significant impact on how we experience our life. So I gave you that formula: our external influences plus my beliefs plus my fears equals my experience of life, and that I can have a lot of control over my beliefs and fears. Even if I have fears, I can learn to manage them, and then I can start changing my outputs, which also influence the things that influence my life. So I do actually have the high balance of power in controlling my experience of life. I just need to get this slide to move forward. Okay, I talked to you about, that time life or lifeline, how the fact that we have a past and a future, and we have that now, and that this moment now is when we're actually in control, completely 1,000% in control of our life, because we're the ones that can have control of our thoughts, feelings, words, actions, and energy. We can learn to do that. And, understanding where our beliefs and fears come from, that we can start to learn more about them. We can observe our thinking. We can change our mindset from a self-sabotage mind to a self-kindness mindset. And we can, make that decision to invest in ourselves. We can create our personal vision. We can define our preferred reality and manage our resistance to change. And we can do that with the preferred reality script. And defining our goals really well, and we can learn more about how our minds work and manage our resistance to change. So some of you who are watching this might just be going, oh, I get this. I know what I'm going to do about this. I'm just going to take it and run with it, and I'm going to do stuff. And if that's you, I go, yay, you're my people. I really want you to do that. I love that that you're doing it. And all I say to you is make sure you do it. Don't tell yourself that you're going to do it and then not do it. Do it for yourself, because it will change your experience of life for the better. So follow through for yourself, back yourself. Some of you might have gone, yeah, thanks very much, but I'm not interested. I just say thank you for getting all the way through the slides if that's you. And I hope at some point in the future you get some value from it, but otherwise just thanks so much for staying with me. And then some of you might be going, yeah, I do get this. I can see how it could be helpful in my life, but I think I need some help to incorporate it. Can you help me incorporate this in my life? And of course, yes, I can. I would love to. It's my very core purpose in life is to help other people to have a better experience of life. And so I have invested a lot of time and energy in creating a program to help you do that. I wrote the book about it, and I also then turned the book into the Good Life Game Plan. And I actually guide you through the whole process of helping you define your dreams, write your personal vision statement, set your clear goals, and we actually lock it down to a 90-day action plan so you can really see, with that focused attention, when you break things down into those micro steps, what amazing things you can achieve in a quite short amount of time, and see the power of that so you can start reproducing it in your life. We write your preferred reality scripts, and I teach you a lot more about how your mind works. And one of the other things we offer through that program is, and I talk about it in my book as well, is actually turning your scripts into songs, so that you can, sometimes it's a lot easier to incorporate, if you want to incorporate those scripts into your daily life as you're reprogramming your mind. It's a lot easier to do that if the scripts are written into a song that you enjoy singing. And so we teach you how to do that as well. A lot of people love that. You don't have to do it, but we find that people do get benefit out of it. All right. One of the questions that often comes up is, that worries people, is that they might have to, share their personal information, because you are talking about, your very core hopes and dreams here. This program works without you needing to share information. So you get the workbook, you fill the workbook out, you never have to share it with us ever. And you never have to share any information that you don't want to share. We find that people do share some information, whatever they're comfortable with, but there's never any expectation from us for you to share anything beyond your comfort level. And that, we think that's really important, that you can answer your own questions as honestly and safely as possible with yourself, knowing that no one else is going to expect for you to ever hand that information over. So if you're thinking, oh, I am interested in this program, I would like to do it, I'll just, but not now, I'm going to ask you this question. If not now, why not now? And the reason I'm asking you that question is this just your subconscious mind kicking in and saying, I don't want to take this on right now because it looks different to what I know. And so if you're thinking, why not now, just make that a conscious decision rather than an unconscious decision. If you're telling yourself that you're too busy, or you've got too much on your plate, just check in with yourself. Is it just avoidance kicking in right now? If it's a conscious decision and why not now, that's fantastic. Good. But just go, well, if I am telling myself this is good, when am I going to do it? Another way to look at this question is, what will my life be like if I don't change the things that I'm unhappy with? If you are thinking, yes, I'm going to do this for myself, I'm not going to avoid this anymore, I really am ready to take action and start looking after myself and creating the life that I want for myself, you can check my website. For anybody that's going to sign up to the program, I love to catch up with you for about 15 to 20 minute phone call. It's a great opportunity for you to ask me questions just to make sure if the program is right for you right now. So, it's a great way to just to see, is this what I need to be doing right now? You can contact me at jennifer@jenniferemmett.com.au, and my phone number 0409 543 702. Thank you for watching this series. I really do hope that you got some great value out of it. You're you're welcome to share it with others. And I hope to talk to some of you. If I don't get to talk to you, just go and live your great life.